Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make a dreadlock. I've already got um, 6 going on, and I'm going to make a 7th. And I'm actually testing out a video editor right now um, to see if I can make a cohesive video with like separate video tracks or whatever, like combined tracks like, anybody else would have. But right now I'm just sectioning out my hair. I just use my nail. I mean, I don't have long nails, but I have a little bit of nails, so just putting the rest of my hair up in a little bun, so it'll stay up, just like that. And so this is the hair I'm going to do. I'm going to take out a little bit, just because I don't want it all in. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rip and twist and rip, either way. So I'm going to open it up, take it in 2 sections, put one on top of the other, and then take the middle of those 2 and rip. And then one on top of the other, middle of those 2, and rip. And I'm just going to keep doing that all the way down. And I like to change directions every now and then. Because sometimes it'll get like, I don't know how to, like, complacent, or it'll get a plateau, and you'll be ripping and twisting in the same direction, and it won't be going down. It won't be continuing down the hair. And so sometimes you've got to, so I'm changing directions, twisting it the other way, and I'm ripping it. And see, it actually is knotting up better. A lot of people do the backcomb method, and I do believe that makes your hair dread faster than this method. But I don't like my dreads being so fluffy. This is pretty fluffy right here, but I'm going to palm roll. I don't like my dreads being so fluffy. This is the 3rd time I've had dreads. The first time I had dreads, I didn't put in extensions, and I was going through a very long, messy phase, and it just did not look good on me. And my mom kept complaining about the way that I looked, the way that it looked, not the way I looked, but the way that it looked and stuff like that. Plus, my scalp wasn't prepared for the long term. Like, when you wash your hair without dreadlocks, it gets really clean, and your dandruff and the flakiness of your scalp, all that natural stuff that comes off the dead skin, is able to come out of the hair, out of the scalp and all the hair, because it travels down. But with the dreadlocks in, it just kind of stays there. And I tried Head and Shoulders, and I didn't try very many kinds of dreadlock soaps. But I tried some homemade dreadlock soap, and it just had a lot of buildup on my scalp. It was ridiculous. So I wound up cutting them all out after about 7 months. And then my second time I did dreadlocks, still doing the same method. I did partial dreadlocks, and I didn't maintain them. And since it was just partial dreadlocks and I was washing my hair normally, they fell out. Like, doing this twist and rip method, if you have silky hair, not silky hair, but maybe partial, if you're partial to, if you usually have oily scalp, oily hair, things like that, then the dread just came out one stayed in, but I wound up cutting it out because I wanted to get my hair permed. And so I got my hair permed, and with my perm, I believe that the dreads will stay in better because my hair is really coarse now, and I got a piggyback perm. So my hair is coarser now, so I think the dreads will stay better. But like I said, I took that second time, I took those out. So this is the third time, and this time I happen to have bought some clip-in extensions, not dreadlock extensions, but clip-in extensions. Um, and what I did was I just decided I wanted to dreadlock my hair, so I cut the extensions up into the appropriate sections, and I started dreading the individual extensions. And at first thing I did was I just clipped them in to see, because it's long. The extensions were long, to see how the length would look and see if I would even like it. And I decided I did. So I decided to do my first dreadlock and in my natural hair, and I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you how I attach the synthetic extensions to my natural dreadlocked hair. Now I didn't get real hair, and I'm thinking in a couple months I'm going to trade out the synthetic dreads for more either, I don't know, I can't afford real hair, but but less plasticky, I should say. Um, but they still look good. So okay, so I'm all the way down at the end, and when you get to the end, it gets kind of hard. When you back comb the end, um, it'll do a lot better. But I just do twist and rip, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you how I twist and rip the extensions. Okay, bye. Okay, so I came right back and got my extensions. These are very synthetic with the clip, and they're really long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this part, you need an anchor to keep it from being pulled towards you while you're twisting and ripping. So what I'm going to do is I'm sitting in my chair, I'm going to put this between my toes. My toes are clean, my feet are clean, and I'm just going to twist and rip all the way down, or all the way down. So let's see here. Now using the same method, here is the extension. Using the same method, I'm just going to see if I can get this to stay. I'm going to rip it all the way up, and one on top of the other, and then rip it again. One on top of the other, rip it again. And with these synthetic dreads, you have to go back and get all of the loose hairs. The hairs will fly around and stuff. You have to go back and get all the loose hairs and collect them, and yeah. So I'll be right back and showing you how to attach a synthetic dread to my real hair. Okay, so here is the synthetic dreadlock or synthetic hair threaded. Now what I'm gonna do is I didn't do the whole thing because I kind of like a little tail, but I'm gonna palm roll a little bit. I already did the top half. I'm gonna palm roll like the bottom half, and what you do is you just get in your hand, put your other hand on top, and just roll, and that'll compact the little strands. I've also got a little baggie here of rubber bands. I got them at the dollar store. Oh, these extensions, synthetic extensions, I got them on Wish, and they were literally like $6. They were so cheap. I'm gonna put a rubber band towards the bottom of the extension, where the twist and rip ends. So with this one, it's kind of high up, But with this synthetic hair, it's not really taking the twist and rip all the way down. But this is just, you have to do it, you have to wrap this little elastic around many times, as many times as you can without breaking it. So it doesn't slide off. And if you do it where the dreadlock is, it's kind of a rough area for the rubber band to hold on to, so there's less chance of it slipping. And last one. There we go. See, rubber band on there. I'm also going to put a rubber band on the bottom of my real hair. And I don't crochet. I bought a crochet hook, but I haven't been crocheting my hair into the fake hair, or vice versa. Because the fake hair is just too plasticky and it won't mesh with my real hair. So right where the twist and rip ends on your hair is where you want the rubber band to go. And what I do is I sew them together. I sew where the rubber band is. Oh, I'm gonna put a rubber band on. I put a rubber band on the bottom just to keep it from falling out. You see, that's the bottom. And then at the top, I'm gonna cut just below the weft. There's the clip, and then the clip is attached to the weft. I'm gonna cut just below the weft. So there's gonna be these right around here. This loose hair. So here are my scissors. I'm just going to cut. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to wind up clipping the extra hair off anyways if you're attempting to do it this way, the way that I do it, okay? Another rubber band. And these rubber bands go a long way. I've had these for maybe a year now. And like I said, where the twist and rip is, make sure you've got a little space and put that rubber band on real good. Hold on, last one. Alright, and let me get my needle and thread ready. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my thread and my needle. The thread was about 6 inches long. It's pink. I don't care what color I use because it doesn't matter. There's too much going on for anybody to notice. So, first thing I'm going to do is just go a couple loop arounds through the sections of the rubber band. The rubber band is like spread out so I can get a needle to go through there without puncturing the rubber band and then losing the rubber band altogether. I'm going through in and out a couple times through there just to make sure the rubber band will stay and it's secure. Just a couple times. You don't want to use all your thread. And then I'm going to put that rubber band from the extensions either on, like, just line it up either with the rubber band right on top of the other rubber band from the real hair or next to it. Okay, so pick up that needle and go from one real hair to extension hair. Make sure you get through the center and make sure you're getting the part that's twist and ripped. And you can go round and round, you can go back and forth. I'd like to do both round and round and back and forth because it's just a more secure hold. But another reason I'm doing this sewing method, not only because the plastic synthetic hair won't crochet, but is because, like I said, if this synthetic hair starts looking bad and it won't dread. I mean, I know it probably won't dread, but if it just doesn't really work out, I can easily take these out, take this thread out, and just give a little snip, and then add some fresher, better, newer extensions. Okay, so I went around a couple times, went in and out a couple times. Now to lock it, I'm going to either the real hair or the synthetic hair go underneath and up in between the rubber band. And do that 1 or 2 times. And then that is it. And give a little snip. And then, so you don't lose your needle, you got your bobbin or whatever it's called. Just put your needle in there like that. You won't lose it. Now you've got this extra, this is your real hair. Okay, so you got the fake hair and you got your real hair. So what I do with this is I wrap it around and I open up the dread, put my thumbnail through there and just stick that hair through the hole. Now and then just kind of see it's wrapped around. And if it doesn't stay, if it comes out, you can always just attach another rubber band. It's no big deal. If you've got darker hair, it's really no big deal. And then I've got this extra, this is the top of the extensions. So I'm just gonna give that a little snip right at the rubber band, making sure not to cut the thread, otherwise you'll lose your hold. And I'm actually putting this hair so it doesn't get everywhere in a Diet Dr. Pepper bottle. Isn't that funny? So when I come back, I just put it in there. When I come back, I'm going to show you a big picture of me with my dreads. I'll make sure I got a good cut. Yeah, it's a good cut. You see how that's kind of opening up? I'm going to get another rubber band and just twist it around a little bit and then put the rubber band on it. A couple times. No big deal. I'm using, like, my hair, the bottom of my hair, I got highlights. So the bottom of my hair is highlighted, but these dreadlocks are darker. So it's kind of a transition kind of a thing, which I like. I'm not going to do my whole head. I think I'm going to do one more on the other side, right where this is right over my ear, right there. Oh, and I wanted to tell you, when you do, if you've got loose hair right here, the way to tighten your dreads is split that root in half with your finger. Put your finger right through there and, hold on, and pull the dreadlock, loop the dreadlock through the hole. Then you'll kind of make a, oh, it looks bad. It'll kind of tighten it up. That's how I maintain my dreads. Just pull it through. I'm going to do it one more time. You don't want to do it too tight because then it'll be uncomfortable when you sleep. Well, you do it in different directions every time. Don't do the same way every time. Otherwise it won't lock up at the roots. But do it, you know, north to south and west to east and whatever. That's how I maintain my roots. Alright, when I come back you'll see the big picture. Okay, so here is, I have 7 dreads. 7 fake dreads. I don't know how much I like this. Because it's in front of my ear. I might keep it behind my ear, but 7 dreads. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned a lot and learned a new way to do your dreadlocks and stuff. And leave a message. Leave a comment. Okay, bye.